here's a request. It's like, as you can see, all white guitars this week. I'm going to start putting away, but I figured maybe I'll do this while they're here. Someone actually asked me to kind of cycle through all my guitars and do that thing where I play one bar on each one and flip, and the answer is no, but I can try and do all the white guitars, so I'm going to do them in order, starting with, well, this one, and then from left to right, so that to that, and I will be putting the bass in at some point. These don't count in the white guitars thing, they'll just be, I'll do one probably first. Second, after this guitar, I'll do one of them, and then just, why not? Hey, really? So really easy chord thing. And some distortion, sometimes not. 7 minutes. That's not too bad. Plus, I'm going to have to put this into the editing machine because I don't have a brilliant keyboard. I bought the cheapest one I could find, this thing. So it's not super responsive, so I missed quite a few of them. I'll see how bad it is before I do that. But yeah, so there's all the white guitars. I'm cheating a little bit because this one was never white. This one is the actual colour it should be, but it's almost exactly the same colour as that one. And I can kind of see it in the wall. Yeah, that one. I mean, okay, it's within touching distance of that one, which is also white. It's just that this one was originally this colour. Yeah, so you go in order there. What did I do? I started off with the I said I was going to do them from order from left to right. So we went no longer left to right. I started off with the Tokai Matte series from the 80s. Then the bass, which is the Aria Rock Device bass. And then it was the 2002 Ibanez PGM. Then it was the 1981, I can't remember, Washburn Eagle. Then it was the new Tempest Strat. When I say new, it's from the 70s, but it's new to me. Then I think I might have done that bass. I can't remember exactly what order it was. The Fernandes 32-inch, quite a small body bass. Doesn't say on it what it is. Fernandes limited edition. I've got something in my throat. Fernandes limited edition. And then it was the Washburn Force 2. And then it was the Washburn A10. And then it was the BC Rich NJCD's Wave. And then it was the Westone Clipper 6. And then it was, yeah, sneakily not quite in the colour thing. It's the Ibanez. The strings on this are minging. Strings on this are quite a few. This is the RG530 Ibanez Roadster, which is white. It does have a. You'd argue it's mostly white. Right, it could be argued. I don't know if I would argue that. And then we've got the Antoria 70s Telecaster with modifications. So there we go. Nice wee. Considering how hard it was to do, and how long it took. Yeah, so all of them Japanese. There you go. I've got another one. I've got the RGXA2, which is not Japanese, but it's white as well. Yes, so I do have a thing for white guitars, has to be said. You should shine different coloured lights on them. They change colour. That doesn't happen with black guitars. It also means I can dress like a vampire all in black and you can still see the guitar. But the ones with good strings on them, well, the basses aren't too bad because they're basses and old strings don't really matter. The Tokai has ancient strings on it. The PGM has, well, they're probably only, I've only bought that guitar this year. The strings aren't they don't physically hurt, but they are like 2 months old. Strings on that are flipping ancient, years old. They're just new, so that's the only one that's really got strings that are giggable. They're only like a week old. Strings on that, ancient. Strings on that, more than ancient. Strings on this, more than ancient. Strings on this, gone rusty, even though they're not that old. I think it's because I took it into the studio. But the strings on this are old, ancient as well. And then the strings on this are, they don't actually seem that bad. I don't think these aren't elixirs. A lot of these have elixirs on them. The ones that have got strings that are like 5 years old on them are elixirs, because the only way you can have strings that don't physically cut you and still make a noise that are 5 years old are elixirs. Anything else, they won't. They're just damn expensive. This one's still on the verge of. It's not. I don't know if it's not that spanky, even though the frets are practically nothing. They're still there. This is one I keep meaning to refret. Well, that was the plan, to refret this one, also to refret the Tokai. But again, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just used to guitars with really worn frets on them these days. So, rock on. I figured I would do this while I had the white guitars out, because I'm working on quite a few just now. So I'll have them up to remind me that I've still got to get done. I think I'm going to have maybe set the wall up as a still to be done and just fixed, ready to be picked up from folk type one, if you're wanting anything fixed up. It's getting, I'm not complaining at all, but I'm complaining about the fact that I seem to be dusty. Is it dust coming off these guitars? Oh god, it might be dust coming off the guitars actually. Yes, so basically if you're looking for something to get set up or something like that, there's a wee bit of a queue now, which is, it's great for me, but it's tiring. Well, not tiring, it's just, I love the idea of someone going, oh, you fix my guitar, and go, ah, I bring it around, pick it up Friday sort of thing, you know what I mean? And it's like, not quite going to happen that way, not just now. Long may that continue. Rock on!